Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This channel is for the beginners who want to learn Quranic grammar. Please support us by liking and subscribing the channel. In the previous lesson, we learned how to identify or recognize a noun. There are 7 signs which tell us whether a word is a noun or not. In this video, we are going to see the examples of the first 2 signs from Quran. Number 1, as we know that a noun either starts with al or there is a tanween at the end. Tanween, as we know, is a pair of fatha, kasra and dhamma. In Surah Al-Fatiha chapter 1 verse 2, there are the words Alhamdu, which means all praise, and Al-Alamina, which means all the worlds. In the 3rd verse of the same surah, the nouns with Al are Ar-Rahmani, which means the most compassionate, and Ar-Rahimi, which means the most merciful. In the 4th verse of the surah, the noun with Al is Ad-Dini, which means the day of judgment. In the 6th verse of the same surah, the nouns are As-Sirata, which means the path, and Al-Mustaqima, which means straight. In the last verse of Surah Al-Fatiha, we have the nouns Al-Maghdubi, which means the people who earned anger, and Al-Wallina, which means the people who went astray. We see that all these nouns begin with Al, and in the end there is a single fatha, kasra or dhamma, which is called harakah in Arabic. The examples of tanween are the word hudan, which means a guide. It's in Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 2. In verse number 6 of the same surah, we have the noun sawa'un, which means the same. And in verse 7, we have the nouns adhabun, which means punishment, and azimun, which means tremendous. In Surah Al-Baqarah again, verse 10, we see the nouns maradun, which means sickness, maradan, which again means sickness, and alimun, which means painful. In these nouns, there is no al in the beginning. Therefore, there is a tanween in the end of the kalima. Sometimes, more than one signs exist on a noun except the rule of al and tanween. We shall never see them together on a noun. The second sign of a noun is that it starts with the letter mim that has a dhamma on it. The first example is in verse 6 Surah Al-Fatiha. The word is Al-Mustaqima. Here we see 2 signs of noun, that is Al and mim with a dhamma. Another example is the word Lil Muttaqina in Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 2. These are 2 kalimat, the letter li and the noun al-muttaqina. Al-muttaqina has 2 signs of a noun, that is, it starts with al, and after al there is the letter mim with a dhamma. In the same surah, verse 5, we have the noun al-muflihuna. This kalima also contains the 2 signs of a noun. Again in Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 8, We have the word bimu'minina. Bi is a letter and mu'minina is a noun, which is starting with mim, which has a dhamma on it. Another example is in verse 11 of Surah Al-Baqarah. The word is muslihuna. This word begins with mim with a dhamma on it. Thus we learned that more than one signs can exist on a noun. Do watch the next part of the lesson with more examples, and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Jazakumullahu khairan kaseera.